Ever felt like packing it up, leaving all behind and moving to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Just freaking do it. Not only are prices insanely affordable, buying an apartment over $170,000 will also let you stay in Brazil forever. This is my hunt for the perfect home in Rio de Janeiro. Spoiler, yes, I bought an apartment. Oh yes, you may remember some months back when I made the final decision to fully break free from my home country. I wasn't kidding when I said
I am selling my apartment in Sweden
and moving to Rio. And I've been busy since then.
Yes, we are on our way to take a look at our first apartment in Rio de Janeiro. I have decided to live and die in this city. Desculpe pelo demorar. Here we go.
Dramatic as always.
Okay, tudo pronto.
It's time to see what buying an apartment in Rio de Janeiro costs and what you actually get for your money.
Muito obrigado. Here we go. First apartment in what I believe will be a very long and tedious process.
Let the hunt begin.
First one in Copacabana.
Well, to be fair, they're all in Copa. I'll get back about my strategy.
The Penthouse. And yes, I do have high hopes for this one.
My strategy in short, finding a decent penthouse in Copacabana within 5 minutes from the beach and with potential of a private pool, like this.
I need to be honest here. Yes, I love this space. Look at this pool, it's actually working. Perfect for a little dip.
And yeah, it's crazy how much space you get compared to my tiny Swedish home.
Little dormitorio, little bedroom.
This is 4 times bigger than my old home for 70% of the price.
Kitchen here.
But yeah, standard in Copacabana is not always super stylish.
Master bathroom. That's a stylish one. No.
This is the master one.
I mean, with some minor adjustments, this could look real good. And there's still more rooms to discover.
This is where kings will sleep.
Yeah, I guess I'm talking about me. And look, an actual office.
This is where the magic will happen.
And that's what this apartment, it's literally ready to just move in. Everything is nice and modern.
4 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and a huge terrace for a very good price.
And now for the ultimate test. How does it perform when you want to lay back and have a cold one? Pretty damn good. What do you think about the apartments?
I feel safe.
Safe is good. Safe is good. You're not gonna get murdered up here on the terrace. I've got that holiday feeling.
Yeah, a decent start.
This is a good contender.
And yeah, you might have noticed how good I've been looking lately.
And no, I'm not talking about this horrible hair. I'm obviously talking about this kick-ass ring from Gentlebands. I've been using these rings for 2 years now. Originally sponsored, sure, but they just kept staying on. It's just something about the materials. Meteorites, dinosaur bone, guitar strings. It doesn't get wackier and more personal than that. So far I got these goodies. Coruscant, made from recycled whiskey barrel and rose gold, with a heavy base of tungsten. The Sunrise, a more discreet choice of steel opal inlay and a hammer texture. And the ring that rarely leaves my finger, Solar Eclipse. Black, sturdy, made of tungsten and rose gold.
I've had this one on so much people thought I got married.
Bon appetit, guys. And that, my friends, is a simple fact. Follow link in description and use my exclusive code to get 25% off your Gentlebands ring. And drop a comment on which ring you liked the best.
Alright, time to get back to the hunt. Budget for this project just under $400,000. My aim to get the best Rio penthouse possible. And why Copacabana?
The first thing that strikes you when hunting for an apartment in Copacabana. Prices are just so much lower than you would expect them to be.
Especially compared to rentals.
Wouldn't you agree? See.
Owning your own place in Rio can be 5 times cheaper than renting long term, and it's yours.
And with those kind of prices, you have money left for more.
More caipirinha, meaning of life. So the hunt continues with the next Copacabana penthouse, 3 minutes from the beach.
Number 2. Cuidado.
And if it's one thing I can say about this place, it sure has its own personality.
Eita,
It gets even better.
que legal.
Now this one has some great vibe. You come straight out to the balcony.
Little like barbecue area there. Plenty of room on the terrace. E aqui tem espaço para lazer com amigos, né?
And that's the beach right there. If it's maximum space you're looking for, this is the place. It never ends.
I can just see how we eat dinner here and then get on the treadmill to get rid of those calories. Damn, this house. I am starting to fall in love.
What's hiding in here?
Walk-in closets.
And what I presume is a bathroom.
Well, you know, showers kind of look like that in Brazil, and that's a typical Copacabana.
Old school. I'm not sure what you call this space. Guessing storage, and kitchen. Old style.
This looks a lot like my grandma's kitchen.
It can't all be perfect.
Yeah, some major renovations will have to be done at this place.
This is the bathroom for the people you don't like.
Now that's a pretty cool office.
And what seems to be the main bathroom without shower.
Where do people shower here? Oh yeah, in here. This place is so big, I constantly get lost.
It's a second floor. I didn't even know there was a second floor.
It's a crazy building.
Very crazy building.
The hidden upper level, this is where things start to get weird for real. The kind of place you would love to hang out as a kid, or if you're 4 feet tall.
Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Little mini shower. This looks a little Christian. Gotta change that.
This is where Frodo used to sleep,
One more secret door.
leading to another terrace.
This place is like 60% a terrace. It's like a secret little Hobbit house up here. I am not a tall guy, but I feel like I need to crouch, get around. Look here, first time in my life and my head hit the ceiling. This little mini kitchen, I'm not sure whenever I will ever be here, but it's cute.
Yes, I'm starting to develop an unhealthy love relation to this apartment.
Oh yeah. This is where the Brazilians hide away their old people to die in silence. Not very comfortable.
Yes, I could see myself living here.
Man, just look at this view. It's so close to the beach.
To sum it up, a lot of space and terrace for the bucks, and a lot of work. Somewhere here I realized not only could I afford to live in my favorite city, I could afford buying my dream house.
Compared to where I'm from, Stockholm, Sweden, you get 3 to 4 times more living space for your money, 5 minutes from the beach. Another thing that strikes you is the vast difference in price between the neighboring Ipanema and Leblon, where prices for a similar place close to the beach are often twice as high, especially in Leblon. And as tourism and foreign visitors keep increasing year by year, real estate value is likely to keep going up. If you ask me, Copacabana and tiny Leme are by far the neighborhoods with the highest real estate investment potential in Rio, if Brazil and Rio de Janeiro keep moving in the current direction.
And the main reason I'm buying a home to get to stay in Brazil permanently.
Apartment number 3. This never ends. Let's call this the dark one.
Yeah, this one reminded more of a haunted house than a house view. This apartment has been empty for a long time. Maybe it would have been better to do this during the day.
I guess it's time to put the lights on because they don't seem to have it here.
And suddenly I regret asking for lights. What the heck is up with this place?
I didn't think I would say this.
I almost feel a little scared in this apartment. I don't think I will buy it.
It's just a mystery how someone who wants to sell his home lets people see it like this. Oh no, first time I'm not excited to go upstairs.
Let's get up to the Cobertura, the penthouse. This is where the magic is supposed to happen.
Or rather, where the magic happened when someone still cared for this place.
This is not a bad outdoor space, but it will require a lot of work. There is literally nothing here.
Well, that's not fair to say. There are plenty of death traps.
This used to be a shower. For some reason, removed.
And in here, kind of a kitchen, but very little.
I'm just waiting for the zombies to attack.
And this is the bathroom you get murdered in.
Yeah, let's get out of this tight space.
Nope, still no electricity in half of the rooms. It's pretty hard to actually see what's in here, but the smell tells me something bad.
It's a shame with such a location and view, but no. Instead, let's straighten out how buying an apartment gets you that visa to stay in Brazil permanently. To help us, my friend and personal lawyer Ana Clara, who basically does all the work.
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna get an apartment. Are you gonna help me?
For sure.
Let's do it.
So, is it true if you buy an apartment in Brazil, you can get a permanent visa?
Yes, that's true. You'll be valid up to 4 years, and after the 4th year, you can require permanent residence in Brazil.
What other requirements are there except for not committing crimes and paying taxes? And that you had the money enough to buy the apartment?
Yes, if you have a clean criminal record certificate, if you can prove that the investment you made in Brazil was from recognized source of money, if you can bring proof of this income, you fill the requirements for the visa. It would be an equivalent of a green card.
I kind of feel ready to buy something. How long will the process take until I finally have the visa in my hand?
I would say a couple of weeks, and also you gather your documents from your country, you apostilled, proceeded with the short translation, birth certificate or criminal records. In some places can take up to 1 month.
So best case scenario, some weeks. Worst case scenario, some months.
Yes.
And Anna, I keep getting a lot of questions about the golden visa. The investment visa and a golden visa, it's the same thing, isn't it?
There is nothing officially called golden visa.
It's just a fancy name.
You can either invest in a company in Brazil or invest in the acquisition of a property in Brazil. These are the means to obtain a visa through an investment here.
And that's how you get your golden visa.
Yes, like the golden visa is definitely not an official name.
If you want any help getting a Brazilian visa or buying an apartment, check description.
Now, for this one, I have huge expectations. Just have a look at the location.
Yep, that is Copacabana Boardwalk.
Right by the beach. Tension is on. Let's do this.
Agora muito suspense.
Oh man, the elevator goes straight into the apartment.
Now we're talking.
My name for this place, the James Bond villain apartments, with the view.
That's the beach right there.
Let's see what my lawyer Ana Clara has to say.
So what do you think?
It's very impressive, the view, everything, the layout as well is very nice. The view of the bedrooms upstairs, definitely lovely.
Do you like this apartment? Do you like my future apartment?
We should go through the documents and be assured, but it's fantastic.
You can say it has
view.
potential.
It has potential.
Anna, always there to save me from hasty decisions.
Here she is, dreaming about the future view. So, only one way to see if this really works. Having a skull beats with this view, I can see it happening.
Yeah, this one has my heart. Almost all of it.
Old people floor.
And old people banheiro.
But a proper Bond villain's living room.
just this. There is a mirror in the ceiling. I guess this was someone's dirty bedroom before.
And we haven't even got upstairs yet.
Okay, you had me at hello.
This is so cool.
Come on guys, this place, how awesome can this apartment get?
I mean, how cool would it be to have an office here? Or a bowling alley?
Once again, that is the beach without zooming.
Let's see what Stephanie has to say. I need someone to help me from signing these papers immediately. So, what am I gonna do with all these rooms anyways? Well, you might have guessed, Airbnb is definitely in the sketchbook.
And one more of these horribly dated rooms with these awful carpets or rugs stained with 50 years of filth. Uau, secreto. E isso era um sonho para você quando você era criança, né? You open the door and it's a hidden bathroom.
Every fiber in my body is screaming out for this apartment. The only resistance at this point comes from my wallet.
Yeah, so this kitchen obviously needs some work. It's practically non-existent. I am just sweating thinking about all the things that need to be done with this place. But I'm also sweating from excitement over how great this apartment could be.
Just imagine setting up a jacuzzi here.
I mean, what can you say? You simply can't compete with this view. You are practically on the beach. Just look at this, it's crazy. We're on the beach, it's right there. I can say this much. I want this apartment. The question is, will I afford it and will I be able to make it actually livable?
Yeah, guys, that was a question I was struggling with to the very end. This is hard.
Guys, I gotta be honest, I just keep getting more and more confused. Every time I think I'm ready to make a decision about my future home, another wilder, crazier option appears. We're gonna need a second episode to settle this. How will my wild goose chase in Rio end? We'll find out in the next episode.
Don't be angry with me, I just only signed the first contract. A million things can still go wrong. And don't forget to hit me up for some safety training and ground rules before you arrive. It will make your stay smoother and definitely more fun. Also, check description for your copy of my Single Man's Guide to Rio or my Ultimate Rio Travel Guide. And for help with any kind of visa or investing in an apartment, check description or reach out to me with an email. Thanks for watching and be safe.